Hello world, this is GT from atunes.net, guest contributor for MTV Iggy, and I'm sitting here in Baltimore, Maryland with Sam Ock.
What's up guys? I'm Sam Ock. Pleasure to be here with Newton and A-Tunes. Thank you for having me.
I don't know if you want to just take a moment to kind of talk about who you are as an artist. I know you have a lot of fans out there on YouTube that know who you are, but for those who don't, what would your genre be? What's your style of music, and what best represents you?
I am a Christian and a musician. I like almost every genre of music, so I try to dabble in every genre of music. You will see me trying to basically, on my YouTube channel especially, trying to be kind of an eclectic musician. It's all an outpour of God's love into me, and then so that's what my music basically is. That's who I am.
So I remember hearing your work when I was back in college, and it was on some of Manifest and lyric songs and stuff like that. And I think you had been in high school back then, so it's pretty clear that music's been a part of your life at least since childhood, right? When did you kind of really get started with music? I mean, when did it become like a serious grind for you? And I guess how did that come to be?
It was actually in 9th grade. I was 14 when my friend Alex, he showed me some mashups, and I was like, this is awesome, like I want to do this. And then so he showed me like a few programs I could use, and he really urged me to do it. And then from there I just kind of researched myself. I found what programs to use, and it just kind of snowballed into me finding out I could be doing this for the rest of my life.
All right, so you've already touched upon, I guess, the use of the internet and social networking, and it's already played a pretty integral part in your life as a musician. How else has it affected you, and are there pros and cons to this, I guess, just the internet as a whole?
I think what's awesome about the internet is it takes people who have massive talent but don't exactly have the sellability, I'm talking about, of the music industry, and it allows fans to basically choose, who's gonna be the next star. One bad thing though is there's so many people on the internet, so even if people have talent, it's still really hard for them to stand out.
True.
So
it's a saturated market.
Yeah, very saturated.
I noticed one of your trademarks in your YouTube because you really like to layer the sounds. I mean, you show, you're playing every instrument. I guess, how many instruments exactly do you play? Like, what are all the instruments you play, and are you self-taught, or you just pick them up along the way? You want to expand upon that?
For piano's my main instrument.
Okay.
I've played that since I was 5. And the thing is, with piano, a lot of instruments you can download virtually now.
Right.
And so I can imitate things on my piano, which makes it sound like I'm doing a lot more things than I actually am. But
I mean, like sounds and...
Yeah, I could play like a saxophone or a trumpet, but I can't actually play those things.
Right. Okay, I got you. So you do a lot of MIDI work.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I guess I first learned piano and then clarinet, which I don't really play much because it's kind of girly.
Should bust that out on the next single.
Maybe. I've kind of learned drums, guitar, and bass simultaneously. It's kind of like the whole monkey see, monkey do thing. I just saw my friends playing, and then I was like, can I see that?
Oh wow.
Try. And then just years of just seeing people play and then copying. That's kind of how I learned these things.
So as you've already stated, you're very open about your faith and your religious beliefs in your art. How does that affect your art, and do you ever feel, I guess, conflicted or, in any way, shape, or form in having to represent yourself a certain way?
Like the great KRS once said, your lyrics are a reflection of your soul. I believe that my soul is satisfied in God. When my soul outpours, it just says whatever it's saying. So if that's about God, it's about God. If it's about girls, it's about girls. It's about how hard life is and my struggles. That's what it's gonna be about. I don't mind if you don't like the Christian stuff I do. I don't mind if you don't like the non-Christian stuff I do, but I just like to have acceptance, I guess. Okay. So people can see like, oh, he did this, he released that. I respect that.
Okay. So I guess at the very least, just respect that you're honest with your music. Okay, that you're real.
I believe that being real is the most important thing for musicians.
So this is somewhat of a silly question, but let's say there for whatever reason there was a movie Green Light about your life. Okay, so it got the green light, and I guess who do you think would best represent you as in terms of actor, director, and stuff like that?
I would get that what's his name, Russell from Up, a grown-up version of him to be me. I think that'd be nice.
True.
I kind of relate with him. And director, I'd pick Guy Ritchie. He's the guy who did Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels, right?
Right.
And Snatch.
Yeah.
I really like his cuts. How he cuts into different scenes.
He's a very stylized director.
Yes, very stylized. I feel like he would do a very good job.
It seems that besides your solo career, you definitely have a couple of side projects going on. Do you want to talk a little bit about both? And are there any other projects you got going on?
Well, I'll start off with Company Idyll.
Okay.
That was I met my friend Elias Yoon in church. We kind of meshed really well together, and because of that, we kind of started writing songs together, and this band formed basically out of the songs we wrote. I would say AMP is actually my main project right now.
Okay.
It's not really my. I'd say my solo project is my side project.
Gotcha.
And AMP is the main.
That's your main grind right now.
Yes.
Okay.
And AMP is me, James Hahn, and CL, and together we're trying to make Christian hip hop music. We have a marketability that I don't think many Christian hip hop artists have, because they're all, about like being hardcore for Jesus, that kind of thing.
Right.
But we're kind of more like the sit on a stool and rap for you.
So there are no more. Do you have no more other like secret-sided groups
No.
going on? No.
I do not.
Or are we gonna have like a combination of the two, Company AMP or something?
Maybe in the future. Who knows?
Okay. You've had the opportunity to work with, I guess, a lot of other, I don't want to say just YouTube artists, but artists who are also on YouTube. And I noticed you've done work with Dumbfounded, right? And Esna, I believe. Do you want to talk a little bit about that and how that kind of came to be?
What happened with Dumb was I met him at the Asian Hip Hop Summit that happened at College Park. So I met him there, and after that he hit me up and he was like, yo, let's collab on YouTube. So I was like, yeah, let's do it. And from there, the rest was history for that. And with Esna, I actually, because of the Inspire event, I was invited to that. It's funny because she messaged me like a week before and she was like, can we collab on YouTube?
Okay.
And I was like, I'm actually flying out to California on this said weekend. And she's like, oh, I'll come and meet you. And then that's how that one came together.
Well, once again, just thank you for the interview. I really appreciate it. And this is GT again with Sam Ock, and that's the interview. Thanks.
Rhythm, may I be your Mr. Blues. Hold your hand in mine as they spin the ones and twos, singing in my ear when I'm on the microphone. Perfect harmony, oh, I'll never be alone. Be alone. You and me, we are two stars from different galaxies. Will we cross or be alive? I guess that we'll see in time. You and me, we are two stars from different galaxies. Will we cross or be alive? I guess that we'll see in time. It's the whole world against us. They can try to stop us, but we're going out like gangsters, yeah. It's the whole world against us. They can try to stop us, but we're going out like gangsters, yeah. Can I really say that I love you? Honestly, I really don't know. God, I really miss the first love that I had with you, but my heart's growing cold. You wanna be together with me for eternity. You turn your head the other way and choose to feed your greed. You are my masterpiece, I have washed your feet. My love for you will never change. I will never change. I'll never change. I'll never change.